Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is a brand new, I don't even know if it's going to be a regular feature. Partly depends on you guys and the response to it. But I got the idea for this because Montauked'S made a gift to the channel for me. He's made a number of gifts to the channel. And in a recent exchange that he and I had, he said he's been busy on woodworking projects, right? Now Ed's out in Montauk, Long Island, the eastern tip of Long Island. Absolutely beautiful out there. And I said, oh, you've been doing woodworking. I miss working with wood because I used to have a Victorian home built in 1885. My ex-wife and I, and it was a fixer-upper. I wanted nothing to do with it. She was like, this is the house. So once we got it, I was all in, but every single floor, everything needed work. So, and I did a lot. She did some of it. I did a lot of the grunt work, and I love that stuff, right? And say whether it's plumbing, a little bit of electrical, but I usually bring a guy in for that. And but the woodwork, the floors, the finishing, any excuse to buy a tool. So my type of woodworking, it was more like grunt work. Or, my ex and I owned a dance school, and I was on the customer relations business side of it, but I was also, I'd load the trucks up with props, the grunt work, whatever needed work. But I made props as well. Instructors would come and be like, Don, I need this thing. I need something that's really lightweight but can support tons of weight. And I'm like, anyway, I made fireplaces like decorative for the Nutcracker. And so that was about, and some of the people were like, wow, Don, that's really good. Well, I saw Ed's stuff and I'm like, oh no, this is really good. So this is a whole other level. So he's got more experience, more knowledge, I'm sure more patience, the whole 9 yards in working with wood. And he sent me 2, 4, 6, 8, he sent me 9 pictures. So I'm like, I'm just going to show 9 pictures of what another guy on the channel is doing. And maybe you guys will send me pictures not just of woodworking, but of other things that might be of interest. And maybe I'll make a feature video on that just for the fun of it so we can get to know each other even on a deeper level. So I'm just going to go right through the pictures. This is picture number 1. And Ed, you said that you gave all of these things, I think, to your daughter. And so I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. Such a moving, sweet, generous, fatherly thing to do. I love hearing that. Oh, china cabinet that you could hang on the wall. Yeah, even the lattice pieces up toward the top. I don't even know how you join those things. Yeah, see, this to me is just incredible. I mean, did you use a router for some of this stuff, like a plunge router or whatever? I had a Porter cable router and I never even used it because I'd never figured out how to use that one. Oh, this looks like the kids' room. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I like the hardware you put on here too. Nice choice. That's arguably the hardest thing to get lined up is even after you make the doors, that you've got to get the hinges and everything lined up just right. But this is really refined work. Did you do this professionally? Was this your deal? Ed, I mean, you don't have to answer any questions that I asked, but I don't know if you were a professional cabinet maker because that's a whole nother league of expertise. Oh, a hutch? Oh my God, yeah, I can't. How long did this hutch take you? Yeah, this isn't something you crank out in a week. I can't imagine. And then what's your favorite type of wood to work with? I liked working, the floors in the house were soft pine. I had to rip up a bunch of stuff to get down to those and then sand them. I actually had to use planers on them to get some of the prior finish off them. And then I stained and polyurethaned them. Yeah. My biggest problem with making something like this probably would be getting the doors to hang flush and plumb. All right, here's the 5th one. Ah, look at the blanket. It's all dollar signs. Yeah, this is like a toy chest, right? Oh, you joined them. You have a joiner. Ed, you could have been Amish the way I'm looking at this thing put together. I don't know if you have any screws in it. You don't see them. Yeah, you probably have nails. All right, here's the sixth one. A little blurry. Yeah, it's almost like a magazine rack. Tell you, I can't tell how big this is. It's got some kids' toys in it. Yeah, even the curvature of this thing. I mean, you have to lay that thing out. You must have a hell of a tool collection, Ed. Yeah. Oh, is this the side view of the prior one? Number 7 here? Yeah, it doesn't even look like you use screws. It just looks like you put the wood back in, or unless it's wood filler behind the screws that you put in. All right. And we have the 8th one. Yeah. Yeah, this is different level stuff. This looks like pine. This wood here looks like pine because of the knots. I like maple, like select grade 1 maple is nice to work with too. Oh yeah, you see this is just all the angles are just so, and even the bottom piece, you didn't leave it flat, you actually curved it to give it more flavor. Wow. Well, that's Montauk Ed, people, and I know some of you folks out there have amazing talent. This kind of stuff is just, it would take me, if I spent every day in the shop 5 days a week, I think it would take me no less than 2 months to learn how to do this stuff. Because then I'm familiar with tools and wood, but this is refined stuff. It's the difference between an artist and a fine artist. It's just different stuff. So Montauk Ed, that's for you, my friend. That's impressive. Now I got a feeling I'm going to be inundated with photos, but if you're going to send photos, email them to me, folks, and then I'll see. I don't know what's going to happen here, if I'm even going to be able to continue doing all of this, but it could be pretty darn fun. I don't know. I like doing stuff that's off the beaten path. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's fun. So there it is. All right, guys. That's Montauk Ed. You could thank Ed for those pictures and the work that he's done and has bestowed upon his own daughter. Have a great day, folks. See you in another video. Keep rocking the woodworking and keep rocking the country.